This is me spending hours and hours on episode 1 of The Third Kingdom. I know it doesn't look like much when you're watching it. After all, it's a simple game compared to other land management games, and it has a short gameplay loop. However, it's a work in progress, and there's loads to look forward to in the future. But here's the thing. The game as it is, I actually liked it. I liked it so much that I ended up playing over and over and over again. You're probably thinking, is she a psychopath? I'm not, I promise. But hey, the game's pretty fun and productive if you give it a chance. So what exactly is The Third Kingdom? Well, it's a strategy simulation game on the Root network that's part of the Futureverse ecosystem. It goes alongside other titles like Fluff, Party Bear, Seekers, and many more. What's really cool about Futureverse is that everything in the ecosystem is connected through their unified, interoperable digital world, and every single one of these characters have their own stories to tell. For The Third Kingdom specifically, the story goes like this. There used to be a big magical tree that kept the special kingdom alive and happy. But one day, something really bad called the wreck happened, and it broke the magical connection between all the lands. The big tree started getting sick, and everything around it began to fall apart. Then, some really bad guys showed up, flying UFOs and shooting gooey lasers everywhere. The goo, called the ooze, made the air and land even worse, turning the kingdom into a big mess. Now the people who live in the kingdom have a big decision to make. They can either give up and let the bad guys win, or they can team up, be super brave, and save their homes. They're asking for heroes, like us, to utilize prisms, explore the kingdoms, and make everything great again. Welcome to The Third Kingdom. I wish I could tell you guys that as of now there was more to this story, but TTK is keeping us on our toes in the meantime. In its current state, despite being a strategy simulation game, there's not much strategy involved yet. Episode 1 is only about resource management, but that is intentional. Think of this phase like planting and watering a tree. You're laying down the groundwork, tending to the basics, and getting everything ready for the tree to grow. By the time episode 2 rolls around, you'll be ready to enjoy the fruits of your labor once the gameplay becomes more advanced and engaging. Here's what you'll be doing in episode 1. You'll start by choosing your surrealscape, which is essentially the resource-rich biome you'll be working with. The Third Kingdom is completely free to play and even provides you with a grassland surrealscape to get started. However, there are other options available in their marketplace, which I'll talk about later on. You'll then construct units on your biome. These units will be the ones to harvest resources like stone, alloy, gems, ooze, and gold. Ideally, you want to balance the units according to the resources you need to prestige. Prestige is a game mechanic that allows players to reset their current progress in exchange for energy, a valuable resource required for future gameplay in episode 2. You also have the option of circulating your resources throughout your surrealscape units or use kingdom coins to pay it off instead. So the bottom line is, the faster you're able to harvest all the materials, the closer you are to prestige, and the more energy you gain. Which is why upgrading your units to boost production rates and yield capacity are essential. I do have to note that you can only earn energy if you have prisms deployed on your surrealscapes. Without one, you'll end up only increasing your production bonus without getting any energy. Prisms are essentially harvesting devices that are also NFTs, but I'll get to that later on alongside surrealscape selection. Overall, that's the simple but satisfying loop of their gameplay. The best part about all of this is that you can play this game while you're AFK. You can hop in, get things rolling, and then live your life while the game works for you. It's low maintenance and low commitment, doesn't demand hours of grinding or constant attention, yet you're low-key working towards episode 2 already. Isn't that neat? All of this is easy. I'll tell you the real hard part though. Buying tokens and NFTs. Now they're not necessarily that hard, but with any exchange of crypto and passing through wallets, confusion will definitely be present. Cause I'll be real with you, my first attempt at acquiring crypto for this was a bit of a mess. I got a bit frustrated at one point because I lost around 20 to 30 bucks in the process. I don't want you to go through that, which is why I'll be sharing the process of how I did it in hopes that it could help someone out there. Whether you're buying kingdom coins, surrealscapes, or prisms, you'll need root tokens. So you start on CoinGecko, search for root to find a list of platforms where it's available to exchange. I used Bybit since it works well in my region. Then on Bybit, I used the P2P or peer-to-peer trading option to get my hands on some USDT. What happens here is I send some cash via e-wallet or bank transfer to another person, and this person will then release crypto to my account. There are other options to deposit funds into your account, and I'll leave those options to you guys, but P2P just happened to be the most convenient one for me. Once you have USDT, trade it for Root and some Ethereum. Transfer the assets to your MetaMask wallet on the Ethereum network. Keep an extra $8 to $15 worth of Ethereum though for transaction fees. Now once you've received the tokens on your MetaMask wallet, you can then go to Futureverse's website, connect your MetaMask, and create a FuturePass wallet. Then you can bridge Root from the Ethereum network to the Root network. Pro tip, by the way, do not send your Root directly to your FuturePass wallet until you bridge it properly. Because if you're transferring from the Ethereum network to the Root network, your tokens are gonna get lost on the blockchain, buddy. By the way, I don't know if this is an isolated case, but I actually had a mini heart attack after I pressed the bridge button. My assets did not show up on my FuturePass wallet for like a day or two, and I was feeling hopeless at this point. But what matters is that they arrived at the right place in the end. After bridging successfully, you can then send the Root token to your FuturePass wallet, and you should be able to purchase Kingdom Coins, Surrealscapes, or Prisms with ease at this point. I promised to talk about these NFTs a little bit more, so here it is. Surrealscapes, as mentioned earlier, are these biomes that are rich in resources. When browsing on the Tradeverse marketplace, I want you to pay close attention to the number of parcels on the land. The number of prisms you can deploy on your Surrealscape depends on the parcel count. You can place up to 3 prisms per land parcel, so if you have a Surrealscape with 3x3 parcels, you'll be able to deploy a maximum of 27 prisms. I hope that the math is mathing here. On the other hand, prisms, for a refresher, are your harvesting devices, and they are a consumable commodity. I've been very cautious with approaching this because after watching NFT Bro's video, he states that you should never ever buy prisms that are deployed because you can't really use them at that point. Like I said, they're consumable goods, so if someone else is using them, they'll perish by the end of the season. It also doesn't make sense to make an offer on one because the seller could simply deploy the prism and then sell it to you, which would still make it unusable. I actually don't get why you can sell a deployed prism here, though the only exception to all of this would be the eternal prisms that will last you for an eternity. They don't perish, but they are pricey. I hope the explanations and demos of moving cryptocurrencies across wallets to buy NFTs weren't too complicated for you guys. But if it still is, and you'd rather just rent out these NFTs, then you have to check out the Polemos Forge. Yo, Caveman, can you tell them what that's all about?
Turn your unused Web3 assets into passive income with the Forge. Visit Polemos.io and click Play on the Forge. Connect to our platform and follow the steps to set up your Polemos non-custodial wallet. Powered by state-of-the-art security, providing peace of mind that your assets are in safe hands. Send the NFTs you want to lend to your Polemos wallet. Select the asset, check your potential earnings, and stake it. Confirm, sign, and you're ready to earn passive income. Renting Web3 assets has never been easier with the Polemos Forge. Go to Polemos.io and click Play on the Forge. Connect to our platform and follow the steps to set up your Polemos non-custodial wallet. Browse our collection of staked NFTs to find an asset for your situation for a set duration. Confirm and pay with crypto or credit card, and finalize a signature to start your rental. Jump into the game and improve your play now. Create your wallet on the Polemos Forge.
Thanks as always, Caveman! When in doubt, Polemos Forge it out. And that's basically the more complicated parts of the game. Because the game itself is simple and straightforward. Moving cryptocurrencies and buying NFTs became the more challenging aspect of it all. But it's fine. If a crypto noob like me could figure it out, I'm sure you can too. It's also very cool how the support team on their Discord is very responsive, so at the very least, you'll have someone to ask questions when you get lost in the game. Episode 2 promises to have more content by having you expand your dominion. Advanced gameplay with new features coming soon, which will allow you to unlock Mycelium, Root Token, and other rewards. If you're still not sold on the game, And let me tell you that it's gonna be play to earn in the future. I really hate using this card because I try to stray away from the stigma that play to earn is the only way to succeed in Web3. But if you are looking to earn some money while playing, this may be an opportunity. And it's not actually bad that these games are continuing the practice. I just really don't like the stigma. But now that I think about it, this means that currently I am doing the bare minimum, and it could lead to greater earnings in the future. Don't mind me, I'm just keeping my consistency with the game. But that is this Chill Girls coverage of this chill game. Let me know what you guys think about the Third Kingdom so far, and as always, don't forget to subscribe to Polemos. I've checked our analytics, a whole bunch of you are not subscribed, so what are you guys doing? Please subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you guys in the future. Verse.